This week,
teachers around the school take on the annual Polar Plunge.
Students create video at the Thespian Festival.
A short PSA on voting.
Boys basketball falls short against Miller North.
The drama department puts on a short play.
All this and more on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Logan Mosley.
And I'm Michaela Potter.
Every year at Zerinski Lake, the Special Olympics organization puts on their annual Polar Plunge. Participants are encouraged to put on costumes and earn pledges to support the cause. Staff reporter Delaney Luke has more.
On Saturday, February 10th, both staff and students from MWHS took the plunge to raise funds for Special Olympics. This benefit not only programs across Nebraska, but also the unified community here at MWHS.
It starts with they open up the Polar Plunge website to everybody, and then you create a fundraising page. And part of creating the fundraising page is you start a team. And so I started the page as like the captain, and then everybody signs up under MWHS and has their own individual fundraising page where they raise money, and then it goes to our team totals. So there's individual totals and team totals, and then everybody has a personal goal as well as a team goal. And then you just get donations from friends and family and post it on socials.
All profits from the Polar Plunge support the Special Olympics, enabling them to get jerseys, equipment, and various necessities. The YAC group actively collaborates with Special Olympics, playing a key role in fundraising efforts.
So I'm in something called the YAC Committee, which has people from all across Nebraska, including like schools like Ashland, Greenwood, and like just all over Nebraska. And it's about, I think, 10 people. And what we do is we organize things for the Special Olympics and help like with fundraisers and promotions and stuff like that, along with like the merch, like pretty much like the media side of things, but also like we're involved with all of like the sporting events.
The group assisted in fundraising regardless of their participation in the plunge. Stephanie Jurgens, a gym teacher at MWHS, was recognized as the highest fundraiser in the group. In addition to teaching students of all abilities, Jurgens has a 10-year-old that faces her own challenges, bringing a personal aspect and connection to the Special Olympics.
My website was in honor of her, my daughter, who has a lot of challenges physically, mentally, and all of that. A lot of people that have been behind her since she was born because she was not supposed to survive. So we started kind of a Caring Bridge site for her, and she's had some surgeries recently where we just had all that support kind of just a little more heightened because of what's been going on with her. So I just think obviously that's another way they felt that they could support her and her family and the cause of the Special Olympics, knowing that we do what we can to get her active and included in different things in the community. And I think a lot of people support things like that.
With an individual contribution of nearly $1,800 and a collective total of almost $8,000, MWHS significantly boosted donations, making a substantial contribution to the unified program. This marks the 8th consecutive year of participation, and they plan to continue plunging and raising funds in the future. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Delaney Luick.
Congratulations to the girls basketball team on an incredible season. After going 25-1 and beating Omaha Central in the first round, they play Lincoln North Star tonight. PAC PBA.
Some MWHS drama students had the unique opportunity to showcase their own movies at the Omaha Thespian Festival and at a film streams before select movies. Staff reporters Carly Bailey and Note Broker have more.
Over the span of the first weekend in January, 3 MWHS students attended the State Thespian Festival as they had the opportunity to write, direct, and star in their own original short film, First Glance. After initially applying to the festival with a piece of their previous work, all 3 students had the opportunity to collaborate on and off camera to make something worthwhile.
So the idea of the First Glance is to tell a story about 2 people who share a flirtatious look, and then the girl is just trying to find this guy throughout the whole festival because she thought that they shared a little connection. And so what we try to capture is their feelings for each other and the despair, the happiness, excitement, and that was mostly the most important part of creating the film is just capturing their emotions.
Throughout the 3 days the group had to film, they used various incorporations of hotel escalators, rooms, and even personnel to get the job done. And with only 8 contact hours to construct, film, and edit, the assembled team of co-directors, actors, and 2 film mentors used their time efficiently.
So all the filming took place on day 2, around 5 hours of filming, which even in those 5 hours, we only got about 20 minutes of film, and then obviously we cut that down to 2 minutes for the final product.
Upon finishing and showcasing the short film at the Nebraska State Thespian Festival, the students had the opportunity to see their hard work displayed at local film stream theaters around Omaha before popular showings of movies through January 31st.
It felt good to have the validation of other people seeing my movie, because before then it's just been me, so to have other people see it was really magical.
After viewing their short film in theaters, it only expanded these filmmakers' career paths for the future.
I have a love for film. I am so passionate about working in camera and editing and making stories, so I thought this opportunity would be great. And since it was during the Thespian Festival, I thought it would be really fun to share that experience with friends.
At first glance, it's easy to see that these students will go far. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Carly Bailey and Nate Broker.
Seniors, cap and gown orders are due today. To ensure on-time delivery, go to jostens.com or visit the link in the daily announcements. Also, seniors, if you are going to join the military after graduation, please let Miss Marshall in the guidance office know.
And now, Staff Reporter Blake Kaler has his PSA on why you need to vote.
Each year, many Millard West students reach the age of 18 and gain the right to vote. Here's why registering to vote is so crucial. Your voice counts. Every vote matters. By registering to vote, you're ensuring that your voice is heard in important elections, from local initiatives to national leadership positions. Registering to vote empowers you to stand up for what you believe in. Whether it's issues like climate change, education, or social justice, voting gives you the power to support the issues you care about. Voting is not just a right, it's a responsibility. It's important to participate in the election process and hone in on our nation's issues. Here's how you can get started. Nebraska offers online voter registration, making it quick and convenient to get registered. Visit nebraska.gov to complete your registration. Other methods include registering through your local county election office, the DMV when renewing or attaining your driver's license, or by mail. Remember, democracy works best when everyone participates. Register now and let your voice be heard.
At the start of the month, the boys basketball team took on the Millard North Mustangs in an intense battle. While their season came to a close in the first round of districts to the Bryan Bears, staff reporters Nathan Delaney and Trey Gookums bring you back to this matchup.
On Friday, February 2nd, the Millard West boys basketball team took on the second-ranked Millard North Mustangs in the Wildcats' first of 2 matchups against Millard schools this year. This game was a special opportunity for the Wildcats as they got a chance to take down one of the top-ranked teams in the state while getting both senior Jordan Gasson and freshman Cade Walker back from injury.
It feels good. Teams really helped me get involved and help me just learn new things and help me just get involved and made it easy for me.
On the first possession of the game, senior Neil Mosser would score the Mustangs' first points, while Gasson would do the same thing for the Wildcats. The first minutes of the game would be close as both teams tried to settle in. As the game progressed, the Mustangs would go on a 11-0 run that was answered by a 7-0 run by the Wildcats. Millard West would find themselves down 18-12 at the end of the first quarter. Both teams would struggle to score to start the second quarter. About halfway through the second, there were 2 baskets made, both by the Cats, to cut the lead. North would take control of the rest of the quarter, giving them a 28-20 lead at the half. And the Wildcats would come out of the locker room strong and playing excellent on both ends of the court, going up 10-0 to start the third quarter, giving themselves the first lead of the game with 4:46 left in the third quarter.
Definitely energy. Millard South definitely was not a team game either, defensively especially. We didn't bring it on both ends of the court, and we didn't as a team at all.
15 here on the shot clock. Carson spins, Fortune, Gasson, looks, moves around. They can't drive anywhere. They kick out Carson, 5 to shoot. Carson behind the back, spins, Gasson, the long 3, bang! Jordan Gasson! Unbelievable!
The Mustangs would then answer by shutting the Wildcats down and scoring with ease to score 11 straight points to end the third quarter. Going into the fourth, it was 41-30 with 1 quarter to play.
32 minutes. Sometimes we get a little dribble happy. Sometimes we shoot too much. Sometimes we break down on defense. It seems like it's been a little different every game, but we just need to put everything together for 32 minutes.
Throughout the fourth quarter, West would try to come back, but every time they scored, North would answer quickly to keep their lead in double digits. When the clock hit triple zeros, North would take victory 58-46. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Trey Jokums and Nathan Delaney.
Performing 3 shows in the Black Box, the Midwest Drama Department put on a feminist movement show that brought fans back to the women's suffrage movement. Staff reporter Caden Reynolds has more.
No, says she. Weren't you sleeping in the same bed as him, asked her? Yes, says she. I sleep on the inside.
On Thursday, February 15th, the theater department put on a mini play called Trifles, a murder mystery set in rural Nebraska. The story revolves around Mrs. Hale and Mrs. Peters as they talk about their thoughts. However, the men disregard them, calling their thoughts simply trifles.
And we rehearsed every single day for about 2.5 months straight, just getting our lines down and practicing after school and outside of school and stuff like that. It was originally a play written in the late 1800s by Susan Glassbell, and we're doing a re-up of it now in the Miller West Theater program.
Every year, the theater department puts on a play that has a theme to it. This play was a part of the sisterhood theme, similar to a play like Frozen.
My name is Brent Kelderman, or Dr. Kelderman, and my role in the play is I'm kind of like an assistant director, kind of an assistant to the director, where I just kind of help however I can to help the show move forward.
She wrote it in the late 1800s, 1890s, and the play takes place in 1916. And really it's dealing with a lot of the patriarchal society of the time, and dealing with women's rights issues in the form of a murder that happens in the play, in which the patriarchal figure, John Wright, is found dead, and the crew kind of has to investigate. And yeah, that's kind of a brief summary without spoiling too much.
The theater department will be putting on one more play that will revolve around sisterhood, Little Women. Go and check it out whenever it comes out. This was Caden Reynolds from The Catalyst.
That's all for this week, Wildcats. Make sure to check out The Catalyst for more stories like these, and check out our radio station for news around the school and the Omaha metro area.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Michaela Potter
And Logan Mosley. We'll see you next time, Wildcats.